Hello, welcome back to my channel, Cassie's Gaming. Today I'm playing Palia. Please subscribe and let's play. Okay, I haven't played Palia for a while, but let's see what our quest is. Are you home? That makes things easier. I'll cut right to the chase. The path to the tree is now clear. I sense a disturbance in the energies around the echo wall last night. By the time I arrived, whoever caused it was gone, and the wall no longer reached. Jack's attempt at package. Did you see what caused it? Or who caused it? No, I did not. Despite my best efforts and um, countless. Oh, so skip that by accident. I need to sleep sometimes. Unfortunately, whoever this is familiar with the order protocol. It's reasonable to assume that was the same person who stole the staff of Cosmo. They had everything they needed to break through. I suppose if there's any consolation, our theories about the staff were correct. He came running to the stables just as I did. He must have sensed the disturbance as the echo as well. He's waiting for us there. Let's go through the wall. That's exactly what I intend to do, which is why I came to you. We're partners in this after all. Will you come with me to Everwood or shall I meet you there? I'll come with you. Good. Let's make haste then. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna find her. She's this way, so let's go this way. Oh, this is the path I was wondering about. I take it nothing happened while I was gone. Slowly shakes his head, flickering from both of you. Let's say hi. He nods once and makes no move to run away. Now that Cassie is here, I must ask you to retreat somewhere safe. No, you take me. It's out of the question. You are still a child and there may be dangerous intruder waiting for us inside. I go too. Please do not be stubborn about this. I can't allow any harm to befall you. I go too. I'll keep an eye on him. Fine, I suppose, can more than fend for himself in these woods. I'll let my concern cloud my judgment. We likely cannot accomplish our own goals without you. Are you still willing to help trace the source of the infestation? And I suppose that is that. Allow me to recap our mission before we begin. The mysterious who stole the staff of the Cosmos altered. It's likely somewhere past the wall if they have not already fled. I'll go with the tree at the center of the old outpost and will escort to the tree where he will connect with his core and hopefully locate where the tap is. Closing this tap will keep more echo from spilling into the Everwood and cut off the infection at its source. After that, it's a matter of cleaning up the aftermath. If everyone clear on the mission, understood. Nods to eject his head towards the opening in the wall impatiently. Excellent. Remember, stay alert. We will head out now. Okay. Let's go into here. Okay. So we've got to go to where they are. So they're here. You stop. Is something amiss? Stands in front of a small worn doll abandoned in the street. You bend down to pick it up, gripping the doll so tightly it formed distorts slightly under the pressure. Was that yours? I apologize. I was in under the impression everything here was from the war. Shakes his head, still holding the doll. Do not know. This is all this. I stay away a long time before the forest is sick. I stay away before the forest was sick. You were here. He nods and shrinks back into himself, still clinging to the doll. This may be a difficult question to answer, but I must ask nonetheless. Where are your parents? Gone. Where did they go? He points to the ground. I see. Thank you for answering. Cassie, can I speak to you for a moment alone? Okay. Oh, she's over here. Did some digging why the Everwood is not under order. We have long kept our eye on it. There's no records of another settlement being established after the destruction of the outpost during the war, a war that happened nearly 40 years ago. Um, you may not be far off after the war stories around the beast of the Everwood began for the first time in roughly 2 decades ago. The first mentions of a wild boy appeared. Every description of that boy matches him. Wait, what? There are so many things we still not understand, but I do not believe poses any danger to us, or do I think he is lying? I pulled you aside because I believe he trusts you more than he does me. You saved him from the ego blinding him. I thought perhaps if you spend more time with him, he might be a man to be talking things whatever darkness lingered in his past. Though I'm not sure he currently possesses the vocab to share his story. He appears to be quite bright. I imagine he'd pick up the words up quickly now that he's exposed to more of them. Let's take, no, let's not do that. Of course I'll hang out with him more. I thought you might say that. Thank you, Cassie. Now let's continue on, shall we? Okay. So we're gonna go and talk to the boy.
You made this?
Hold the doll with both hands, staring down at it. Ready to keep moving? Keep moving. He drops the doll and head. Okay.
Yes.
So let's go this way. You enter the clearing and come face to face with what you must be the tree. Dark infection dances around its bark, slightly as you come closer. Every inch of it has been infected by the echo flooding into the everwood. I cannot say I did not expect this outcome, but I had hope. Forest sick, tree is forest. I see. Are you able to track the source of the infection? Shakes his head. Too much sick everywhere. If only we had the staff. You don't see a staff, darling, when you have little old me. Immediately moves to your side. Returning to the scene of the crime, hands where I can see them. My patient is wearing thing with you. What are you gonna do? Grab those precious flowstone of yours and cast a binding spell on me, Watcher? If you're gonna do that, you would have when you about that silly human trinket. Did I miss all the fun? No, just another dull little chat with our resident watcher. She came burrowing into my demanding I return the staff. Oops, I skipped that. Informed her I had no idea what she was talking about. She tossed around a few threats and left. Now, before we speak continue this conversation, there's something I need Cassie to do. Cassie is not your servant. I will remove the curse I placed in exchange. So you did do something. What do you want? It's easy. You take these candles and place them around the room. That smell. If you recognize it, you understand why you shouldn't finish your sentence. Is it dangerous? No, but it's likely unnecessary. Here you are. Just place them in the spots I marked, would you? Okay, let's do that. So one goes here. here. And then I think the rest are over the side. Okay, yep, that's all of them. Okay.
And here I thought I was
That
all
wasn't so hard,
alone.
was it? That entirely unnecessary. What was it? A spell designed to keep eardroppers out. I had to make sure they didn't have time to counteract it.
Ah,
You had a rat trailing you. I'm shocked you did not sense a present watcher.
um,
I find it difficult to sense anything past the infection in the
ah,
air, which means I've no way of confirming your claim. You just have to trust me then, won't you? Before I forget,
ah.
leans forward, pulling a runestone from her pocket. She blows you a kiss with a wink. A little spell is lifted. You may test for yourself. Here's this one. There's no need to be nasty. I'm not interested in my looks or how they compared to her. But it appears your curse has been lifted. Why are you inserting yourself into our business yet again? I have a vested interest in cursing. Curling needs wood before the infection swallows my humble little hut, along with the rest of the bay. So you are, what, offering to help cleanse the infection?
Oh.
Of course, why would I be here? You see, I found these records by exploring the old tunnels. They detail a ceremony for illness from the forest. What kind of ceremony?
Ah.
Tree friend, out from behind you, poking up.
Oh.
See, even the boy has heard of the method. And you know how to form this ceremony? I do. We need to find the flow flower, though.
Um.
Every spell needs a cat. Um, I won't just say that word just in case I say it wrong. Magic use flowstone, but the um, uses flow flowers as the conduct itself. Instead, there should be four of them. I don't see them anywhere around here. Flowers inside. We go in flowers.
Mm-hmm.
There, you have it. Then we're best get going if we want to stay ahead of our intruder. What do you think, Cassie? We don't really have another option. You really don't. Then we are in a ham depth again. Oh, I think we're more than even for all the things I let go so far. Come on, Cassie, let's get moving.
Ah.
Destroy, I'll show you way to
Don't skip.
tree. Okay. The tree stands still, safe the infection dancing across its surface. Would you like to enter the tree? You carefully make your way down the path one step at a time. As soon as you step through, your vision goes black and you find yourself standing outside the tree again. Something is wrong. Why are we back where we started?
Oh.
How curious. Perhaps the tree has a few tricks up its sleeve as well. Wait, where is he? You look around the clearing, but no sign of the boy. He's completely disappeared from sight. He was standing next to you when we entered. What have you done? Me? Absolutely nothing. I better things to do than torment a haunted youth. He can't have gone far. I just restart looking before something else takes him. He might have gone back towards the main street. Come, we need to find him now. Sorry guys, I still got a cough. Um, okay, we're gonna go this way. Let's keep going this way. Might be over here. I think we can go this way as well. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna go the other way. Oops, I didn't mean to press that button. We can inspect. As soon as you touch the doll, emotion lashes up your arm and nestles into your chest. For the briefest moment, you are overcome with terror, and then feeling fades as quickly as it came. Perhaps it's best to leave the doll alone. Okay, let's go this way. Hopefully, he's around here somewhere. Oh, there he is.
So
trembles as you approach, quickly rushing right into your arms as you get close enough. Let's hug him tight. Buries his face against you, shaking slightly as he clings to you. What happened? Thank the dragon you are unharmed. Physically at least you were quite shaken, little wolf. Run into Red out there? He shakes his head. Arms still wrapped around you. He doesn't appear he's going to detangle himself anytime soon. Can you tell us what happened? I thought you were right next to me. We go into the tree, then no see, no hear, no speak. I open eyes here. I'm sure you can sense it yourself, Watcher. The dark cloud has been hanging over onto the cub. He's been touched by Eco, and the stain isn't new though. It seems quite deep. I have been trying to respect his privacy, then you'll like to see him swallowed by it before he finds the words. Um, Reassuring him will not do much either. At least try to have some tact. You may have a point. I am too to admit it. It's finally happening. No, no. Before this happened, no can, no hear, no speak. Then man came, um, um, man hope. How actually did she hope trying to give details, darling? She takes darkness, mine. She takes it, makes it hers. A curse transfer? How fascinating. I've never seen one in person. I'm less versed in ex Annie, there you are, explained. I know that I didn't say that right, but it's right. Some curses are so strong they cannot be broken, only transferred from one host to another. Yeah. They may even leave traces lingering on the previous host. I believe that is what happened. Your curse, little wolf, is quite a nasty one. I've never seen something leave such traces behind. When this is over, I like to examine your flow more fully. Maybe something we can do to break you out of this reminder. Hope, not me. Your mother, did you say she was my flowers, my garden? What have you done? Right back, hiding behind you once more. We can talk more later on the guard. We have company. Company, but I haven't cleaned. You simply have to do it later. Come. Okay. Okay, so it must be this way. Mess, it's all mess. I'll never get back the same. Hello? Get off my lawn. This being appears to be made of pure Eco, be careful, Cassie. Nonsense. Why would one physical make up to turn in their nature? The creature seems harmless. We should hear what it has to say before jumping straight to order tactics. If you're going to continue your chitter chatter, I would prefer you do it somewhere else, somewhere far away from me. And don't tell me I'll be leaving my own safety either. Need to be leaving for my own safety either. I had others try to pull that crap, and I'm not budging. At least not until I got rid of every last weapon on this battlefield. I beg your pardon, where do you currently believe you are? A Palia, I should be asking you the same thing. Haven't you done enough? The battle is over. Hope, safe. Get away from those people. Where have you been? We're looking all over for you. Just stares at the echo in confusion. I Let's go, you have the wrong one. Of course I don't. That's our boy. Alright, I used to give him cookies when he was little. I do not remember. The echo seems to be under the impression that they are from the war. You better stay away from our boy. Your people are the reason we're in all this mess. Our watcher over there, over him, may be part of the Paleo Republic, but I'm just a poor little citizen caught in crossfires just like you. Won't you help us? We're terrible sorry to impose like this, but we have no other choice. What are you doing? Hush! Can you not see one of the flowers in the garden is just the kind we seek? You want a flower? Why didn't you say so, huh? What do you have to prove? You aren't like other paleas before. I'll give you any hard-grown flower. Your army left weapons scattered all around the way. It was enough to kill our people. You had to poison the land too. You clean those up and maybe we can talk about getting you that flower. What's the catch? No catch. Keep our end of the deal always. I suppose there is no danger in going along with this. What, and ruin my hair? I did a treatment. I'll stay right here, thank you, until you're done. Hope. Run off on all fours towards the battlefield. Okay. So we're going to clean these flowers. Okay, so sabotage these. And this, oops, this one. And there must be one more. Wait, there is one over here. Okay. Go back this way. You dealt with the weapons. Good on you, Lure. How about the flower? Flower? Who cares about flower? You haven't done anything for me. Destroying those weapons won't undo what you Palias did to my house. It's ruined. I'm pretty handy. You think you can rebuild my house in this mess? Good luck. You don't even have the supplies. You have to clean up all the debris first, and I don't expect a Palia to know how to build. All you folks know to do is destroy. Okay. We're gonna pick that up. Oh no, we're gonna pick up. Hang on. Since a harvest debris nearby and collect all of it. Okay. Oh, it must be this stuff here. I just don't remember how to play the game. I haven't played for a long time, but I'm getting it now, so that's good. Okay, we've got one. Sorry, guys. Alright, two, and then we need this one. Alright. Alright. Okay, now we can rebuild his house. Let's go over this way. Interact with that. Put all the ancient wood there. All the heartwood here. And sapwood here. Okay, and then the ore there and the other ore here. Oops, and then we need white stone and stone. Okay. Oops. Okay, we did that. Oh, it looks like it used to, but it still ain't the same without my garden. How am I supposed to live without my garden? I look forward to it every morning. No, it's not enough. You haven't done enough. We will rebuild the garden. Maybe. I need to remember how it used to go. Heavens, my memory has been foggy lately. I need my garden. Either you're helping me or you ain't getting that flower. And it's better be just the way it used to be. Now let me see. I had white gardeners, pink roses, purple tulips, and bluebells. I just can't, for the life of me, remember how they need to be arranged. I always make sure that it was exactly one plot between the pink roses and the purple tulip because they don't look good next to each other. And the bluebells always need to go on the far left to get perfect level of sun. And of course, the pink roses can't be in the middle or else the thorns will tear everything up. Something awful. Now get to work before I whoop your head good. Okay. If I recall correctly, the rules are this. Purple tulips, pink roses must be separated by one space. Bluebells must be on the far left, pink roses can't be in the middle. Now, where does it leave the white? Okay. Oh, so we have them here, okay. So, hang on, let's see again. If I recall, the purple tulips and the pink roses be separated by one space. Bluebells must be on the far left. Okay. Okay, bluebell. Let's do bluebells first. Because that's going to be on the far left. So my left is here. So that's what I'm guessing. So, and roses can't be in the middle. So they have to be there. And then tulips have to be a space between. So white ones should go here. Okay, we got that. What are you looking at, your garden fix? Huh, I'll be the judge of that. Oh, it's just how I remember it. Goodness, I don't think, and after I was so rude to all, you didn't have to go through this and do this. That's what I do. Then the little old ladies in your village must be living in paradise. Thank you, I really mean that. I'm sorry I was so cross with you. I thought you were just like the other Palians that came through. He tried to talk to me into giving him the flower, but I couldn't even fix my fence. There was another a Palia. I apologize for overheard hearing, but who said that? You did just now. Sorry, dears, my memory just isn't what it used to be. Oh, you better gather the flower before it whips. As for me, I think maybe I'll hold on to all of this long enough. In fact, I think it's time for a nice long nap. Hate really takes it out of you. The echo slowly fades away, freeing the flower from its contraction. You should be able to gather it now. Okay, let's grab the flower. Okay, got the flower.
So,
I see you earned yourself a flower. We only need 3 more. The others won't just be lying around for us to stumble across, except them to be protected by echoes. But that's not the most important information I learnt. Oh, you mean the fact proven once and for all? Yes, I was mistaken. I'm willing to admit as much. The evidence is leading away from you. As long as you agree it was your mistake, in any case, we now know a little bit more about our perpetrator. Why it's possible that Eco was confused, they seem to believe it was a man. A paleo man who is just useless at carpentry, who is also a stranger, which means is likely no one we know. I hope he's hot and single. Let's get one. Do you like as always, darling? No, you do really think he can hold a candle to me. I'm arresting him regardless of looks as we catch him red-handed. There is something else as well. Glances towards the boy who's sitting some distance away, staring at where the angry echo disappeared. As you mean the fact that our little wolf likely experienced the war firsthand? Yes, I thought that was quite obvious. No other event would be traumatic enough to form a curse of mad that clings to him. It must be hard for him to be here. Perhaps I shouldn't have let him come. The worst thing you can do, Watcher, is remove. He wanted to come with us. Of course I know, but he's so young. Children shouldn't have to grow up that fast. Need I remind you, he's likely at least 50, though I suppose mentally, yes, he's still very much a child. Regardless, the best thing we can do for everyone is cleanse the forest. Cassie, let us look for the next flower. I expect they are all scattered across the way. Okay, so I'm gonna find another echo. Yeah, I think I see one. Oh, yeah, I see one. Oops, it's trying to glide there. Let's jump up here. Where are you? We have to get out of here. The Republic coming. I'm not leaving without you. We got to go. Excuse me, I just got a scoop pie. It's time to stop playing around now. Stop hiding and come to Papa. Hello, can you hear me? Please answer. I know you're out there. Okay. Regroup with the others.
nice of you to drop by.
I saw everything, completely ignored your present, and got into your way every time you tried to grab the flower. If it's been difficult, there's ways to deal with spirits. We don't know what these things are capable of. We take unnecessary mate into a battle we cannot win. I find this. Approach the group holding a dirty diary. Maybe we can find Ralph. He hands the diary to you. I suppose it's the best option we have. Perhaps if we find for him, he'll give us the flower in exchange. Fine, but if you continue to be difficult, I'll deal with him myself. You take the diary and open it. Papa's going to be so happy. We get packing to leave the outpost when we realize we lost Mama's locket. I went out to find it before we left, and I did. Now I have to get home, but there's something else in the woods. I don't know what it is. If it's dangerous, I have a picture where Mama lost the locket. I'm going to go there to find it.
Be careful out there,
Okay.
darling.
Sorry. Still got the nasty cough from the flu. It is clearing up slowly. I forgot where it said on the map. Let's look over here. Can't get through there. Look by on the cliff of by the sea. I don't know which cliff it is. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, it's this one. You hear a sound from the diary in your pocket. It sounds like someone is writing. The diary opens. Okay. There was something here, and it was big. It smashed up the dogs around here. I've got to find it before it reaches Papa. I'm a good hunter now. I can handle it. Okay. Let's climb up here. Gonna follow the tracks. It's up here. Follow the tracks. I don't see tracks. Oh, unless I'm following. No. So let's go this way. Okay. Let's go this way. I might be over here. You hear the sound of writing again. You must know there must be something new in the diary. I am hurt. I should be okay. I'm holding moss to the wound until Papa comes back will help. It's all my fault. I found the monster, but they couldn't take it, so I had to hide in a tree. Papa came looking for me. The monster's already left, but he didn't know that. I rushed the leaves and getting really cold. Gonna try and make it back to the cave over there so I can take a nap. By the time I wake up, Papa should be back. Hopefully he bought food. I'm really hungry. Okay. So we go in here to the cave. Okay. Read this. Here in the windy cave lies the final resting place. Son, loving brother, brave hunter, may your light carry on to the next world. Okay. I suppose it was to hope for a better ending. Yes, there appears to be a pattern of tragedy. It's not fair, that's life. Turned away, clearly upset. Cassie's right. One day, perhaps he'll learn from the cruel lesson. He should not have to. This is why we fight to change things. It's a shame, though. His brave fire has gone out. Brave fire? They really should teach you order about these cultures, all the schooling, and for what? Are you going to explain or just waste everyone's time? Fine. The culture includes lighting a fire for those who have lost. The fire is fueled by flow and kept lit internally by the deceased family members. But this poor boy's father won't even admit he is dead. There is no one left to light his grave fire. We'll light it. Yeah, we'll light it. I suppose it would not take too much time. Very well. These blazes look like they may be old and to hold a flame. I'll leave it in your capable hands, Casty. Oops, not that one. Okay. These appear to be in order. Light the flames. Perhaps it's a symbol in the diary. Okay. Let's go to our inventory. Okay. And read the diary. Okay. Oh, there you go. Like the little triangle in the middle. Okay. That must be this one. And then it was this one. And then it was... Okay. Then it was this one. Okay. As soon as you light the grey fires, another echo appeared. So hungry, tummy hole so big, need toasty. Long time ago I used to be, now I'm just hungry. Food reminds me of Papa, miss Papa. We can take you to him. Okay, I want to see Papa. I make tummy hole small and fit in the pocket. You take me to Papa. Okay.
Hope you're having a better day
Is
than
that a small
I.
echo in your bag? I suppose at this point I should not be surprised with this place. We best return him to a father. A son seems to be a fair exchange for a flower, no? Not going to hold the echo hostage. I didn't say that, I simply implied
Run
it.
along now.
Okay. I have so much to think about. Okay. Let's go out of the cave. And we need to go back to the echo that we were at before. Has anyone seen my boy? Why don't you answer why don't you ask him yourself? In your bag, Wiggles' brain grows back to his normal size. Papa! But you can't be. You're some kind of ghost. Papa, it's me. You left me in a cave and I got hungry. Dear spirits, what have I done? I buried you and set up your shrine, but I forgot to keep the grey fires lit. You must have been... It must have been so dark. Oh, sorry, I skipped that. I'm sorry, just keep the... In order to keep them lit, I would have to admit he was gone. I didn't mean to hurt him. I thought he was the beast, and then I tried to get help. I went as quickly as I could, but by the time I got there, back he was hungry. Gone. I can't believe I let your grave fires go out. I'm not only failed you in life, I failed you in death. It's okay, Papa. You waited for me. I may not have I may have made a lot of mistakes, but I'll never leave you alone. Family sticks together. Yes, thank you for finding my son. If you excuse me, I need to get my son fed and help him with the transition over the veil. You can come too, Papa? Wait, what? Does that mean I'm also? Before the echo can finish his sentence, he and his son slowly fade away, leaving you free to gather the flower. Okay, so let's pick that up. And then there is one more echo, I think. Let's go over and check with the others first. There is so much lost in the woods. It wasn't like this before the war. They didn't teach you about the horrors of the war and the order training. How shocking. I'm not a fool. I'm well aware of how terrible it is. It's difficult, but it is difficult to see the aftermath for yourself. The scars left behind, but not just on your land, but in the people. If there has been no war, there would be no beast to mistake and no outpost to flee, and death could be avoidable. What do you mean, no beast? Most believe the beast in spirit of vengeance formed aftermath of the war and only appeared for the first battle, and after all, the war is done and still the land must suffer. for another mistake. It's hard to believe those scars might ever truly heal, and the Republic is responsible for it all. I might remind you, this is a direct result of Palia's not leaving well enough alone. What was the war actually about? It was conflict born primarily over the misunderstanding the oldest princess and the only prince fell in love. However, one of the few independent kingdoms in Palia having refused to join the Republic, the first council, they refused because the council's strict rules on flow usage has been a point of tension between the Republic ever since. So naturally the two star-crossed lovers had to flee their nations if they were let to their love thrive. The Republic tracked the two lovers here to the Everwood. What happened next only the wood truly knows. But when the dust cleared, the prince and princess were dead. The first battle of the war broke out. With this land as its battlefield, there was a few survivors. The Republic may be at peace today, but its strain would not forgive us for our role in things. Can you blame them? The Republic had a rollover in visual feelings for the sake of the greater good. Apologies may have been made, but those feelings don't smooth over so easily. War never changes. No, it doesn't, does it? And yet we must try to change it regardless. Come. There are two more flowers to find before we cleanse the tree. Okay.
You made this?
There was. This was Beast's fault, kinda, yeah. Nods and move towards. Okay. So, gotta find another echo, which seems to be this way. Right over here. If just a day sooner, one day it's all needed. Excuse me. Hello, I'm sorry I didn't see you. I'm a little busy right now. You see, I keep trying things but never works. He keeps dying. I'm starting to get tired, but I can't keep up. Die again and again and again. Only the kindest, bravest knight in Palia military. Never wanted to go war, but when he asked to sign up, I knew I had to follow him. I couldn't bear being the thought of being away from him for years. We barely spent a second apart since we met, so I wasn't going to let a little thing like war keep us apart. But he keeps dying. Without me all alone, I'm always too late. I'm running out of ideas. He keeps dying. Um, Losing a loved one is terrible. Imagine losing him over and over. I've been trapped in this loop for so long. Maybe you can help me. Maybe you can fix it. I'm running out of ideas. I keep reading the letter from my captain about what happened and over, trying to figure out what I would have done differently. Why don't you take a look at it? Maybe you can figure it out better than I can. Okay. Read the letter that's on the table. It was heavy quill I write you. Today our camp was raided by some kind of magic monster. I don't know what magic they created this creature, but it's truly unstoppable. Fought as always, saving many lives, including mine. Unfortunately, he fell to the beast in the end. I know his last words were with you, and he felt happy knowing you were safe when scouting party. Let me know if you need anyone to talk to. Okay. You read the letter. What should I have done? How do I stop this? Um, you can't change the past, but I can. There's something I can do that changes things. I won't give up. Fight the beast themselves. But even if I'm meant to die in his place, it would be worth it. Thank you. Things will be different this time. I know it. As it does, you hear the sound of writing from the letter on the desk. If you hear a noise in the background, it's just my
Hello
washing
there,
machine.
darling.
A Palia this time. While I can't say I'm too torn about the passage, they should have known better to occupy these woods. I doubt anyone there much influenced the war. They wanted to protect their home, and yet they destroyed another instead. I'm staying out of this. Then I'll correct by default. That's not how it works.
Farewell.
Okay, let's read that. To the family. Oh no, we read that one. What happened? I saw the beast. Did I do it? Tell him what happened. What? No, he was supposed to be okay. Why would you do that? I saved him, so that's why. He loved you. And I loved him, and he's stronger than I am. He make it without me. I know he can. He has to. I don't remember dying. Did it hurt? Doesn't matter. I'll go through 1,000 deaths as it means I can save him. Spinning up doesn't work, so stay together somehow. The beast always attached to camp, so we can't stay there. Um, Run away together. Run away, that must be hard to convince. He's always so brave. He never runs from a fight. But if it was me, he might listen. This time things have to change. I know it because they have to. It disappears. It seems it entered the loop once more. Okay.
Glad you stumbled into
They
little
do
me.
nothing wrong, but Beast is the spirit of vengeance and they are Palia soldiers. It's only doing what they are born to do. What a terrible assistance to the Beast. The pain of the war must be fresh to the day as it was born. There's no reason to spread its pain to everyone else. Is that what Echo does? It's all choice and matter, but it hurts. Still hurts. It kills. Um, Maybe we can help the beast. A injured animal is most dangerous. To encounter the beast, we have no choice but to protect ourselves. Spoken like a true soldier, you make our order proud.
Run
Okay.
along now.
Um. Okay. Where do we go? I'm sorry to have left you, even sorry to have lied. I kept going back through that day over and over again. When you begged me to leave that night, the beast attacked. All I saw was the look on your face and how much pain you were in. But now I keep seeing the faces of everyone who died that day. I wonder how many of them would have been saved if I stayed. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, so I went after the beast. It was stupid, I know, but I felt like I had no other option. I found the beast, killed it, and then it transformed. When I found it wasn't a monster but a boy, an angry boy who had been trapped by whatever dark magic haunts this place. When I went to bury the child, I realized my wounds were deeper than I thought. It's clear to me I will not strive this night. My only wish is that you get this letter and I will go through the veil, smiling, thinking of the beautiful life we had together. Okay. No, no, why isn't it working? Why does it keep getting worse? How do I save him? I die for him and he won't even do that. You're both trapped. I can't save him. Does that mean I can stop now? Yeah, I think it's time to stop. I'm so tired. You wanted this flower, right? Here's. Sorry I wasted your time. I just wanted to see him one more time. I didn't want to forget his voice, but now can't even remember how we met. I find this approach holding a small pouch. It feels like yours, marbles. This was his. He would carry it with him anywhere he went, but I don't. Why did he bring marbles with him everywhere? There was a reason, I know there was. Pulled out the marbles onto the ground where he studied them for a long moment. Oh, I gave him these when we met. Our mothers were both soldiers in the same unit, so we used to play together. I hated him at first. He was so much better than me at marbles. Every time he won, he'd take one of mine and put it in his pouch. He stole these from me, that jerk. Let out a laugh and let out a sob. Thank you. I forgot how much of a brat he used to be. He used to tease me with these. He still carries them with him everywhere he went. After, even after we grew up and stopped playing marbles, he waited for me on the other side of the bell. I made him wait too long, haven't I? I'm sure he's still waiting. Gathers all the marbles and clutches the pouch tightly to his chest. Well, I'll go ahead then. Fades away, leaving you to gather the flower. Okay, pick that flower up and nearing Gab, checking with
Nice
others.
of you to drop by.
That was the kind thing you did for the Echo little wolf. No, not kind. I had to. No matter what you do, you help him pass on. It worked. It worked. He looked convinced, but refused. Is there anything you'd like to tell us? No, nothing. We can't help you if we don't know. Enough watching. He does not want to say. You were the one pushing him to be more forthcoming before. Well, perhaps he doesn't feel comfortable telling someone out of authority. It doesn't our mission, as you might say. Let's stay focused. There's only one flower left. Come. of an evening where it might be. Turns on her heels, walks away, quickly follows after her, shooting one more nervous glance back at you.
Run
Okay.
along now.
Okay, so it must be this way.
And here I thought I was
Here
all
it is. Since
alone.
we did not see it soon, I imagine it just sprout a good distance, way unwilling to approach the final flower. Um, where's the echo? There doesn't seem to be one. There's no one around to ask. I've done an investigation myself. Echo trapping the final flower, similar to the curse that clings to you. I do not do this. He gestures at the vines and turns towards you two, playing. I promise it's not me, peaceful wolf. I doubt it's intended to, but the final echo must be passed on is yours. He's the beast, right? So you have been paying attention. Good job. I'll give you a reward later. You are originally the beast of the Applewood, yes? He clearly reaches out to hide behind you once more, but fear freezes him in his tracks. Quite alright, darling, it's only the three of us here. Wait,
Oh.
where is she? I borrow one of her little tricks and set up a barrier around the flower. Imagine she's quite fierce, but she can't hear none of us what we say inside. After a moment, he nods once. Yes, I'm bad. I hurt people. Soldier man gardener ruined the door. Why didn't you tell us? I do not know. I start to remember little pieces. I see, you do not remember most of the time at the beast. Shakes his head, still streaking into himself. That does complicated things, but no matter. I make more with less. If we're gain access to the final flower, we must live remain till the curse from you. You do that, how? You must restart your time. The scars left behind the curse are freezing you in a moment. In order to lift the curse, we must find the moment and free you from it. However, the ritual will require you face your memories your mind has buried to protect you, and it will be not a pleasant experience. I'll do it. Um, can I do it for him? No. These are his memories. He must be the one to face them. However, you need to face them alone now. I know this will be difficult, but you must search the fragrance of your lost memories. You must find that respect to past, present, and future will use them and break the last of your curse. You should be able to sense the places your echo clings to your focus, Kathy will accompany you and collect the items once you gather them all. Return here for the next step of the ritual. Do not tell her, please. You have me to handle her. I'll drop the barrier now. What's the meaning of this, Cassie? Are you alright? You're fine. Yes, fine. I simply wanted to talk to them without the owner eavesdropping. Something the best handle. I understand you have discomfort with the order, but I'm here to help. Are you reporting the help back to the order, word for word? Will there be a file? There's not even a file on here. I must be selected what I fall forward. Perhaps there is hope for you after all, Watcher. Still, however, none of your business. All you need to know that we have a way to contain the fourth flower. And is that safe? Will you put in any harm's way? We'll be fine. I'll be strong, Cassie. Help. As long as you'll be there, Cassie, I trust your judgment. If you want her to help, I'll need some materials for my spell. You're gracious enough to allow you to collect them for me. How kind. I want to ask you to tell me if you're uncomfortable. If you need any help, you or Cassie just call for me. I'll be there. He nods once and follows you to the outpost.
Farewell.
Okay. Okay, I gotta find out where he is. There's the and now I just follow. It says the other, he's this way. Oh, we can't go through there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going the right way, so let's keep going this way. Okay, so it's through here.
Your house does not
This
look like
looks at the
my
doll
house.
he dropped earlier that binds, however, I smell a puzzle in the air
Huh?
turns to you. Smell of sound, sour, sad. What? That's what puzzles smell like. Nods away. Okay.
Voice hurts.
Okay. Let's try this.
I am allowed here.
You need
Yes?
to water to
Yes.
bowl to chop. Okay. I did see that water bowl actually. Trying to figure out where that water bowl is again. Okay. Just got to see where we're gonna to destroy the vines around the doll. Okay. Nothing here either. Let's head back towards this way. Must be something around. Oh, here. Didn't see it. Don't know. Get one of this. Okay, got that. Pick that up. Touching the doll, sends a chill up your arm. You feel the terror. The feeling doesn't fade. Maybe it will once the curse is lifted.
You need more trees.
You have it. Here's your doll. Takes the doll without hesitation. Pass a moment it passes from hand to hand. Sharpens and recalls, clutching itself. No, no, don't mean to. I'm sorry. He guesses the doll. Are you okay? He doesn't answer, but he picks up the doll again for a moment, collects himself. He only drinks a little. Second time he touches it, stray tear falls from his neck. I remember being coming the beast. Can you talk about it? Soldiers, they come. They told me to stay, but I followed. They tried to talk, but the soldiers just attacked. I tried to protect. I got hurt too. Then dark, angry, so hungry. Everything hurt. I feel wrong. Echo came to tell me to help. I say yes, and I changed. I hurt soldiers who hurt me, but I stopped. I didn't stop hurting everyone until no one was left to hurt. You were only a child. They still died. I said yes. This doll, she should have it, but I said yes. Would you say yes again? No, never. If I could change it, but I could become like a sad soldier. If I try leaking from the doll in the hands slowly, soon after, tension you soldiers hurts a little less now will fun. The next thing now,
I
I know I feel where. Okay. Feel find the next object. Okay, so it's this way. Okay, I'm
the
gonna end the
village
video
is
here because
loud,
it's nearly a minute.
but
But
here is nice.
please subscribe, like the video, and click on the bell so next if I want next post a video, you guys can read this still as
Goodbye.
well. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the same thing for the free objects and then get the last flow flower. But comment down below any other games you want to see me play, and thanks for watching. Bye guys.